And to get more perspective now, one of Brad Keselowski's teammates at Penske Racing joins us, that being Kurt Busch. Kurt, thanks for being with us. Lots to cover here today. We want to talk about your Atlanta win, your drag racing endeavor. But first, let's start with NASCAR's ruling. What was your reaction when you heard that Carl Edwards would only be put on probation for 3 races?
I was a bit disappointed, to be honest. I felt like what he did on track was deliberate and intentional. He took a stab at him once, missed him, then came back and did it the next lap. Did he mean to flip him over? No, but he crossed over the code, so to speak. And I think everybody's going to race him differently now in the future. He was running 35th already, ended up finishing 39th when they parked him or whatever it was. But I think there should have been a points penalty as well involved with this.
Now, as the senior driver over at Penske, what advice would you give Brad in this whole situation?
Well, Brad's a young, hard charger and an aggressive driver, and he's going to learn what he did wrong in this circumstance. Unfortunately, he had to go through this lesson. I've been a young guy and taught a lesson by a veteran before, and it makes you a smarter racer. It makes you a better racer. I think the two will move past it, and everybody's going to race each other a little bit differently, so to speak, with Carl now.
All right, Kurt, thanks a lot. Stick around, still got plenty more to talk.
Road coverage is brought to you by Pennzoil.
This is going to get crazy. The second overtime is about to begin. Kurt Busch is broken clear.
The sponsor may be Miller Lite, but the driver behind the wheel is a real heavyweight.
Kurt Busch comes away a winner. Second year in a row, he has captured the Cobalt Tools 500.
I love Atlanta.
Kurt Busch became the 3rd driver in the history of Sprint Cup racing at the Atlanta Motor Speedway to win consecutive spring races. The 2 other instances took place in the 1960s. Fred Lorenzen won 3 straight from 1962 to 64, and Cale Yarborough also won 3 in a row from 67 to 69. Rejoining us now is the most recent Sprint Cup Series winner, Kurt Busch. And Kurt, there had to be some uncertainty entering the season with a new crew chief. What's it mean to you to win with Steve Addington in only your 4th race?
Man, it feels great, and I'm so happy for him, Steve Addington, to get this win. And like he said, he wanted to win before the 18 car. And it's really good to do it early in the year. It helps with that communication bridge that you have to cross. And right now we're working on our chemistry and getting better and better each and every week. You know, there was those questions on, hey, we had our setups, he had his setups. How are we going to get the 2 to work together? And so far it's worked out.
And with the win, you jump from 19th in the standings to 10th. In terms of strength right now, how do you think the 2 team matches up with the competition?
Well, we've been a ping pong ball in the standings so far this year with our Daytona finish. Then we finished good in California, tough finish in Vegas, and then to win Atlanta. It's great, and I feel like we're stacked up very well against Hendrick Motorsports, against Gibbs. RCR has been the big surprise so far this year, but they showed strength at the end of last year. So it's really exciting right now to be in the mix and to come out of the box strong.
All right, let's move along here. I know this is a big weekend for you, making your drag racing debut in Gainesville. What's this whole experience been like for you so far?
It's been very enjoyable. It's been a lot of fun to have a big group of volunteer crew guys together to work on the car. We built a 1970 Dodge Challenger, and I've got great support from Dodge and Mopar to come on out, have some fun, but we're going to try to be competitive. We're going to run in the Super Gas division, which is the 990 index. So 9.90 is what we have to run in the quarter mile, and it's the first time in my racing career I've been told what speed to run instead of just going full throttle.
You know, you just don't wake up one day and end up at a drag strip. What's this whole process been like for you?
It's been a commitment. When they built Z-Max Dragway in the Charlotte area, I caught the bug. And then hanging out with Don Perdome through his Miller Lite days and me jumping aboard with those guys, met Larry Dixon, got to see Greg Anderson, and just a group of drag racers really has influenced me to build this car, to get out here. And I went to Roy Hill's drag racing school for 4 or 5 days to learn the burnouts, the staging, and hopefully cut a good light on the tree. I think that's going to be our weak spot, but I know the car is going to run good.
All right, so what are your expectations this week?
Well, I hope we get qualified in. Tomorrow there's supposed to be some weather. We're supposed to get 3 passes, 3 qualifying attempts, so to speak, and we got to get it as close to 990 without going too fast. Reaction time doesn't matter in qualifying, and then we have eliminations first round on Friday, so that'll be the big moment for us.
Okay, so after this weekend, though, you got to get back to your real job. But it's a place you love to go,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Bristol Motor Speedway, a place where you have 5 wins. None, though, since 2006. Will you be able to rekindle some of that old magic when you get to Bristol?
I hope so. The last run there in the fall race last year, we were running 3rd most of the race, had a bad pit stop, and ended up 7th. That was the strongest run since I've won there back, like you said, in 06. The new car, I've just struggled with it a little bit at Bristol, but I think I'm ready to turn the corner. I got a crew chief that's won the last 2 out of 3 races there.
Yeah, and that bodes pretty well for you. Hey, good luck this weekend. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate you guys having me on.
You can watch Kurt Busch and the rest of the NHRA Full Throttle Drag Racing Series compete in the Tire Kingdom Gator Nationals. Qualifying from Gainesville is Saturday at midnight, followed by Sunday's finals at 6 Eastern, all right here on ESPN2.